All right, hello everybody. We are ready to proceed with our initial playthrough anyway. It's a long game, and I don't know if anybody wants to sit here for hours and watch me play it, but I will jump in during my game and show you what's all going on. But let's go ahead and go through one more phase one of the missions, and that is where, since I'm playing by myself, I don't know what I did with my dice yet though. So let me press pause while I get me a six-sided dice. Okay, we are back, and we got the necessary equipment. Like I said, the dice with this game only goes up to 3 is the highest number on this one. And there was a time where I was rolling wondering how come I kept on coming up with low numbers. I looked at it and said, oh, that's right. So, all right, so it says each player chooses one Knight Templar card. So we're not going to choose. We're just going to go ahead and flip them on over the top card. But if you were playing a game, you'd be looking at your hand and deciding what kind of strategy you wanted to take. But we got to do this the solo way, so we're flip. Ain't supposed to flip them over yet, I don't think. So I think you just start out by picking one. So let's do it the right way. Just get our card out there. Get our card out there. All right. Now this is in reverse initiative order. In this first little spot here, each person will be looking at their hand and picking out their card according to their strategy. If they're wanting to go for victory points and relics, and that's where you're doing an excavation mission. Or if you want to do cash, get some monies, them are escort missions. So reverse initiative order, each player chooses one Knight Templar counter. So we're going to go ahead and start with number 4, which is green, and we'll roll here, find out which counter 2 means he'll be getting the first one. Let the Stebbin stand up for this, and then we'll go over here, find out which mission he wants. Oh, here's my other dice. It's in the box. All right, 5, which means he's going over here to a excavation missione. All right, let's go over here to number 3. What's he gonna roll? He rolls a 3, which means it'll be his first counter. And this is just a random thing. You would be looking at your counters, each player, and deciding which way you wanted to go. So let's see which mission he takes. 6. So that means we got 2 of them on the excavation missions. All right, next one in reverse order will be number 2. 1 through 3, it's the first counter. 4 through 6, it's the second counter. So his second counter will be getting up here. We'll be rolling for placement. 6. Oh, everybody's going for the relics. We'll see if the yellow player is going to make a unanimous decision. Let's go with the roll. That's a 6. That's his second counter. And like I said, this is all just for randomness of being a player without playing friends. All right, and a 4. So they all go over and put their counters on the excavation missions. Now, that doesn't mean there's not going to be nothing going on. It depends on if they got 1 or 2 knights here. If they got a 2 knight counter, that means they're putting it all in for excavations. If there's just a 1 knight helmet, that means their main knights are going here. They're going to filter a little bit in there. So right now, it's the way it's looking though. The escort mission isn't going to work, but the escort mission isn't going to work, and the excavation mission will work because it's got all 4 counters on it. But you never know what the numbers are. All right, now next on the procedure. Oh, top card of the mission deck is revealed. So let's grab this escort mission deck card. We'll bring it back here and reveal it. And remember, let me get my pointer, my good old pointer. This number here is what you're looking for. This little piece of paper over here too. All right, 3 times 4 players is a 12, plus 1 is a 13. That's a kind of a low number. And I think during these initial missions, they kind of give them to you, make them low numbers. All right, now what you do over here is this is when you flip all the cards. So number 1, 5 and 3 card, the blue player. Number 2, ooh, he evened it up. He got a little dab of both, as you can see here. Now we'll go up here to number 3, red player. He played a cautious 2, so that's good for both missions. And what the thing of it is in this game is during this initial phase, you kind of want to work together and decide if, you all want to go for one mission, if you want to split it up. Since I ain't playing with nobody, I'm doing it all random, but that would be what's going on here. All right, he's going for his main mission he's on and not really worrying about the other mission. He's doing even to both excavating and escorts. He's doing both even excavating and escorts, and he's putting them mostly on his excavating mission. 3 nights on the escort. So that's how that works. All right, so our number we're shooting for is a 13. Let's see who did what over here. Blue. Single night means he wants a little bit of both. That'll help the escort mission. 2 nights. Yellow's all in. All in on getting that relic. 1 night for the green. He's dabbling in both. And 1 night. Well, that is good. That bodes well for the escort mission. Because that means they'll be putting, these 3 guys here will be putting strength on both missions. And he will just be going for the excavation. All right, now we'll go see Howie. Going with the procedure, how we'll resolve this. All right. So, let's go ahead and, I guess, all players reveal, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Then the mission ends. Okay, well, let's go ahead and we'll do it up my way here. Okay, the first one will be blue. The old B for blue. And he'll put it equals. Blue's strength equals 4. Because he's given 4 on each, so he'll be a 4. Next we'll go to red. Red will be a 4. He put 4 on each mission. So down here, R for red. 4. Green. Green is 1 on each also. But he's putting the majority of his strength on the, what do you call it? Escort mission. So, green will equal 6. I'm going to pause here because I'm running out of time, but I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, that was green. And like I said, on his main mission, he's putting a 6. All right, now we get to the yellow. I don't know if you can see over there, but he's got the 2 helmet guy, which means down here, straighten everything up. Oh, yellow's using both of his numbers, so he's putting off full 8. So yellow equals 8, and that's an easy win for that mission. There's 10, 14 right there, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22. Anyway, my math was absent when I taught math. So that'll win. Does it. So that will be a... Oh, I'm going to keep on skipping this part too, and I can't keep on forgetting. Get too ahead of myself. But their compensation is 1 coin for every player that has at least committed a night. Now let's go see if the guy that committed 2 gets 2 coins. Oh, compensation. 1 coin. A player with a double night on his counter receives 2 coins. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the coins out now before we get too far ahead of ourselves. Yellow. 2 coins for yellow. And that will go over here on his scroll area. Underneath the 1 phase, I guess. If you could see that. They got little numbers underneath here. Certain phases, so I'm going to put the 2 there. Everybody else gets 1 coin. Oop, making a mess. It's kind of hard to hold a camera and do all this at the same time, but we shall manage and we shall clean up 2. And last one up here. All right, now also remember, when these coins are up in this parchment area, they cannot be used until the very end of the phase 3. So, that is that. Okay, now the reward for successful is 4. So they all get 4 coins to be put in their parchment areas. So let's go ahead and grab these coins here. We can make change and make the necessary space, because when they do drop from here down to your little area, you can only have 6 counters there, so you might want to make some change and stuff there. But right now, unlimited stack on your parchment area. So I'm going to go ahead and divvy out 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sorry about that. Yellow got their 4 coins. I'm going to go ahead and divvy out the rest for these guys, and we shall be back. Okay, then we're back. And as you can see, let me give you a little overview here. Make sure you know what you're doing. They all got rewarded for successful escort missions, so they just got done escorting some Christians into the Holy Land, and they got paid pretty handsomely for it. 4 coins is pretty good. I think, like I said, everything goes up as you go through the phases. We're in phase 1 right now, so. Okay, you can see he's got himself a nice little stack of coins under the first phase. He's got 2 knights in his castle. You can see some of these other players only have 1 knight. Having knights in your castle in the Holy Land does reward you with victory points towards the end of the turn. So that is that. Now we're going to go on to the excavation phase. And actually, we're going to flip over one of these cards here with the shovel representing an excavation mission. Right now, I'm going to take this card here from our successful escort phase and put that on over here, and we're grabbing us the first card. All right, now this one here looks pretty easy too. Oh, poker. Okay, we got it. All right, that'll be 3 times 4 is 12 always, and the base number for this one will be 14. All right. Compensation. Let's look under this. First, that's what we're doing it right this time. I keep on forgetting compensation. Players with a single knight counter on either mission receive 1 victory point, while double knight here awards 2 victory points. So let's look at this here. Blue, 1 victory point. Red, 1 victory point. Green, 1 victory point. Yellow, 2 victory points. Because he's coming 2 knights to that mission. So red, green, and blue all get a victory point. Red up, green up, blue up, and yellow up and up. Gaining. All right. While a double knight rewards 2 victory points. Okay, we're going to add up the values here. I'm going to take a real quick break, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back to resolve an escort mission. And let's take a look over here at the participants. And on the escort mission, everybody participated. Everybody went full in. So all the numbers on the card will be for the blue, red, and green player. Numbers on the left. And the yellow player is going to use both of his numbers. So let's go. Let's commence. Yellow player, first of all, is committing 8. So yellow player equals 8 valor. All right. Blue player is 4 because both numbers are the same. So he committed blue equals 4 valor. All right. We're going up here to a red player, also 4 valor. Okay. I don't know why I'm not focusing in here. I'm sorry about that, but hopefully it'll be good enough. Okay. And last but not least, the green player would put his 1 helmet, 1 knight on the excavation mission, which means he'll be using that higher number to the left. And that is green equaling 6. All right. So there's 10, there's 14, there it is right there, and we're 8 valor over, so that is a win. Okay, now here, this is the thing with this. We're going to get ourselves a relic here. This is how this works. Why won't that thing focus? That's really bad. Let me see if I can do it this way. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Now, reward. If the mission is successful, players who assign knights receive the reward listed on the card. The player with the most valorous knights take the relic. Now there's also, you have to keep track of these cards here. Oop, let me get back. We're going over here to our little optional rule cards. And each one has at least 2 of them they can play. You try to look over here first at the play during phase part. That says play during phase 4. Phase 5. Phase 1. Here we got a winner on this one, and it says missions. If you are tied for the highest valor during an excavation mission, you win the relic. So that's a nice one. The old blue player will definitely be playing. But for now, we have to see who had the highest valor. And since everybody was on the mission, it'll be the number to the left. So yellow's with 5. Blue won't win it because he's at 4. Red won't win it because he's at 4. Green's going to take the relic with 6. Now let's go back to this card. And there's, I think with cards that if we are tied, let's see. If you are tied for the highest, okay, well, he's not tied yet, so that card is not in play. So we'll go ahead and grab a relic. First thing I want to do over here is grab relic number 4. And we'll see what relic that the green player has uncovered. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and here's the relic token with the number 4 on it. So we'll go ahead and award this token to the green player. And he'll go ahead and put that token right here on his little parchment. Remember, though it'll just be displayed in his chapel in the Holy Land. But for right now, when you grab all these things until they're processed, they go on your parchment. Okay, also, these are the relic cards, and these are kind of nice too. So we go find out what relic he gets, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back with our relic. There we go. All right, this is relic number 4. It'll be revealed for all of us, and I'll show you what the card means. But the green player in the Holy Land has dug up the Holy House of the Virgin Mary. Okay, you'll see here the number of the relic. Each one's got its own number and a number of victory points. I think this is the number of victory points for getting it to a safe haven at the end of the game, and these are the ones that you get for just displaying it into your chapel someplace in Europe. So the key is to take this Holy House, or I don't know how the heck they would do that. I guess there's this certain sections. I think there's a section 1 and 2. I'm not sure, but there's certain walls or entrances that they established was the site of the House of the Holy Virgin Mary. And you know, back in those days, who knows? I guess mostly was maybe faith or something. But anyway, be it the true house of Mary or any house, it's going to the green player. So we'll go ahead and put this little, and we're running out of room, really. You need a lot of room for these things. I'm going to put it all the way over here since I got me a big table, but there's his relic, and he'll be trying to get that. Now, for the rest of the players that participated, they will get 3 victory points apiece, and that's everybody but the green player. So yellow, blue, and red gain 3 victory points. Okay. Yellow, 1, 2, 3. Blue, 1, 2, 3. And red, 1, 2, 3. All right. So we got some new standings here. That is that. Okay. That is the missions phase. End of missions phase 2. And I'm only going to do about 1 more of these, and then I'll show you what's going on with I'll drop you in on the game here as I go through. But yeah, that's mission. That's that. We'll go on over here to the second phase, markets. During this phase, players buy and sell goods, spices, wines, or fabrics that were valuable in the medieval Europe. There are 9 markets, 1 in each Templar province. All markets have a starting value of 2, as shown on the board below the province shield. Some events increase these values of the markets. Place the appropriate marker counter on the board to show the increased value. The maximum value is 4. Alright, so the first player will roll the dice and see how many goods we get. Oh, hit the jackpot. You can buy a consignment of 3 goods for 3 coins apiece. And initiative order, you'll do that. Let me go ahead and press pause because the 10-minute is up, and we shall be back. Okay. So now in initiative order, each player is allowed to buy a single consignment of goods for 1 coin per goods it is not possible to split a consignment. So in other words, you're spending 3 or not spending 3. In initiative order, initiative player 1. Now, right now, let's go ahead and roll a die, a blue die. And we'll say 5 or 6 means they're not going to buy. And 1 through 4 means they will. So first player, he will buy a consignment. So he will spend. And this is yellow. Yellow's got a nice little stack of cash here. Oh, you know what, though? You can't use that cash. That's right. Ooh, look what he's got there, though. All right, 10's busting out all over the place. So don't make that mistake. I think I had to do this game over once or twice because I was spending cash here, and I almost just did it again. That is not usable. I should have a bit of mark. Do not use. Cannot use. All right. But underneath his little barrel here of goods, he's got 10, so I'll give him a 5 and 2 1s. Ooh, 5, 2 1s. And I'll put that in his little parchment spot here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he will get 3 consignment of goods. Now this is kind of a bear here. You can see he's starting to get a little bit full. So I don't know if you guys can see all this I'm doing. I got to stop here and count his goods and then make some change or see if there's something there. If I don't have room, I lose a good. So I might have been losing one. So we'll be right back. We'll see what's up. Okay, Yellow's in a predicament. He only has a capacity of 6 counters. And he has 1 extra. He's going to have to lose one of those goods that he just got consigned. That's a bear. Now you can make a decision, but I'll tell you what, from what I've learned in this game, don't lose your coinage. Coinage is definitely valuable. You definitely go without goods. Don't go without coinage. So that's what he'll do. He's going to have to get you back out here. Lose a goods counter. Because like I said, maximum space and there's only 6. Alright, and it would have helped if I could have gotten me some change with this. But that's the way the game is. And we will play the game by the rules. Whoop. Oh, okay, sorry. There's one bad thing about using a cell phone as a camera. People try to call, but luckily it's nothing important. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, we'll go see if he wants to buy some goods. And he will not. Blue declines. 3. 3 will decline. 4. 4 is going to buy. 4 is going to buy and move it. Although 4 cannot buy because, I don't know if we can see, let's zoom on in. He's only got a goods counter. He's broke until he can cash in his chips. So that will be it on a consignment. All right, now it says here in initiative order, each player may sell goods from any of his or her domos, except the one on the player's sheet. So, unfortunately, there is no goods in it. We haven't shipped anything to Europe yet, so nobody has anything, so that rule will not take effect. All right, we're done with phase 2 markets. We're going over here to the events phase, and this is always fun. This always throws something on, throws something in the game. So let's go over here to the events section of the board. Get rid of this piece of paper. We won't need this. And this is kind of a neat thing about this board. I don't know if you can tell, but it is kind of a big board. So you got to have a lot of room. Here's my setup, and I barely got enough room. So, yeah, it's a big board. So anyway, I like this little section. This will be our event section. We will flip over the top 2 cards, 1 and 2, and we will look at the hourglasses. And the one with the lowest hourglass goes first. Okay, let's go ahead and see what this one is. Prosperity Goods. And we'll look over here underneath events and it'll tell me what the card means. Prosperity Goods. The market value in all provinces increases by 1. Each Domos in an active province receives one good counter. Also, each player in his initiative order may reveal coins equal to the value on a card from any single Domos he controls in an active province. That ain't gonna work, and nobody's got any of them. And you would have got some cards equal to the modifier. Well, you could have cashed in, but like I said, this is early in the game, and nobody's got any goods in their Domoses or warehouses. Yeah, I like calling them warehouses better. I don't know about that Domos. Oh, we're good. More calls coming in. Although that one has a question mark on it, so I will not answer that. Okay, we're back here. Let's see here. All right. Now what do we do here? The market value of all provinces is increased. The market value in all provinces is increased by 1. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is go across the board and increase these all by 1, and then we'll go on to the next one. Be right back. Okay. All these markets increased from 2 to 3, as you can see. Put little counters on there. Whoa, where's this one? Oh, there it is. But this one here went up from 3 to 4. So that one there's a good place to be cashing in at. Alright. What else does it say? Each Domos in an active province receives one goods counter. Okay, the only one that's active is this one up here. I guess it's London. So, what's it say? Each player in initiative order may reveal. Wait, hold on. Each Domos in an active counter. Oh, all right. We'll have to get something. Then again, we don't have none. We don't have no warehouses that are active. Does he got? Oh no, he's got a warehouse, but it's not inactive. That one's still inactive. So nobody's got a warehouse there, so that won't apply. And then of course it says reveal your coins from any single warehouse he controls in an active province and receive the coin in that province. You go to the coin province's market value plus the modifier. So if you had stuff here, you would have got 8 coins plus 4, or 4 coins plus 4 would have been 8. Wow. But unfortunately. Alright, what does this do? Prosperity goods. Above market value. Okay, well that's it then. Prosperity goods is over with. And we'll put that in the used pile. Alright, second event's transports. That's where this comes in. I don't even need to look at this one here, so I'll show you what happens. Okay, transports. We'll go ahead and they got a little section on board for this too. You'll take your transport card and you'll place it over here like this. So you got a little black spot there for it to go sideways. Okay, now you go sideways. What you're going to be doing when you start loading these transports is looking at these top numbers. This one here to load onto it. This is a caravan. To load all your goods onto the caravan will take 2 coins per good you load on there. The caravan can move 4 map sections, and this caravan this is a strong caravan because usually they got no knights or 1 knight, so this caravan's got 2 knights guarding it, which helps. Now you can also add knights to the caravan to boost that number on up if you want, but it'll cost you. Again, anything that goes in this caravan, the guy's charging you 2 gold. On this transport, when we're not doing it now, but when each player will get a chance, when he does want to, same thing. 2 gold for each knight or good loaded. This one here can go 5 map sections, but it's weak. It's only got 1 knight to protect it, so that's how that works. Alright, that is the transport phase. Go over here. Oops, dropped a pen. Alright, that is the event phase. Let's go back over here, though. Oh, another thing, too. You'll notice these little counters on here. See a transport, it says Acre. We'll be going over here to the port of Acre. I'll be placing us a caravan counter and a ship counter. I don't know if you can see that good. There they are. A caravan counter and a ship counter and Acre ready to be loaded. Whoever wants to load them. But that all takes procedures and stuff too, so hang on there for a second. Alrighty. So there's that. That's transports. Let's go over here because we're in another phase now and look at these cards. It's always you gotta look at these cards. This one here. Here we go. Phase 4 transport. One enemy attack is already defeated, so that's a good one to have when you're moving. Phase 5 resources. Doesn't apply yet. Phase 5 doesn't apply yet. Phase 2, nope. Oh wait, markets. You may buy consignment of 4 goods. Yeah, but I don't. He declined to. See what I mean? We went over that. We should have used that card if he had a chance to. Markets. You receive 1 additional coin for each good counter you sell. So luckily, that didn't apply. Resources. It's coming up. Transports. A caravan or ship of your choice gains 2 movements. So that's a good one to have, but it's not coming up to the next phase. So always look at those cards. And like I said, each player would have their own hand, and they'd be doing it. I got to go over everybody's hand, and it's kind of gets away from me. But we're on it. Everything's good so far. Game has been played according to the rules. All right. That was the event phase. We're getting down to my time. This will be transports, and this is where we'll learn how to load the transports. Be back with some more Mystery of the Templars. Okay, we're back, and we have one glaring mistake that has been caught. Thank God for re-watching the videos. All right, over here, let's go back to this mission here. And the green player. All right, we were doing the escort mission. All right, and the green player on his escort mission. We even got this tabulated here. We're looking for a green player. Escort, let me see, 13. Oh, wrong side. Here we go. All right, green player was, I awarded him a 6 for that. Let's just put this was escort. This will be excavation. All right, we'll go back over here. We were on the excavation mission, which nobody had anybody on here. Now, this is the right way to do it. Ignore what I did before because I messed it up. All right, now we can redo this. There's 13. All right, we'll start with green. Green's main mission was 6. So that means we'll go back the way it was before. We'll go with blue. We'll start it the way it was before. Blue was 4. Blue was correct because he was 4. All right, red. Red also had 4, so that was correct. Red equals 4. Okay, then we had green for 6. Here's a mistake came in. His counter is on the excavation mission. All right, that first number 6 shouldn't have been used. That's an excavation number. That escort number is a 2, so that's where the mistake was at. So green, instead of being 6, should have been a 2. And then blue, or yellow was the next one. And yellow had both of his knights on there, which meant that yellow was contributing an 8, which was correct also. That'd be 8, 9, 10. It won, so there's nothing to correct there, but I just want to make sure I corrected that, though. Green's number should not have been a 6. It should have been a 2. That was a glaring mistake I seen. Also, though, let's check this out. On Valor, on awarding that relic, let's look over there. Should yellow have been the green award of 6? Yellow? Yellow 8 Valor, because he put both of them down there. Huh. We gave the relic to green because he had 6. And let's go back. Let's do this together. It's a new game. Tell me how you would interpret it. Reward. The mission is successful. Players who assign knights receive the reward listed on the card. The player with the most valorous knights. Oh, hold on a second here. There's a difference between the knights and knight counter. All right, most valorous knights would be yellow. on that one. He committed 8. So, clear winner. Yellow. That is correct. There's another mistake made. I used that one number, but he could. Yellow. Let's go over here with this again. On excavation mission, he committed 2 knights, which means his most valorous knights would be 6. Oh, wait, hold on here. 5 would be 8. Compared to, and we awarded it to Green, who only put 6. So, correction. Use both numbers. And sorry here, Yellow, but we're taking your relic away. Or Green, taking your yellow relic away and placing it onto Yellow. So Yellow's got the relic. Okay, now we got to redo victory points, though. All right, for compensation. So Yellow will get -2 victory points, right? Yeah, because he got the relic. So let's do this. 1, 2, and Green will gain 2 victory points. 1, 2. All right, there we go. This is correct now. This is correct. I noticed that too when I was going through there about the compensation. Let's read this again. The player with the most victorious knights takes a relic in the card counter listed. Not the victorious knight, not the first number. So now we are correct on everything, and the game is up to date. Just wanted to make sure I made those little corrections. We'll be back. Everybody, let's get this right. Once and for all, I just watched my correction, and I have to make a correction on my correction. We're going to do the missions phase all over again, and we're going to start over. But it's not no real big deal, but I want to make sure I do this right for this playthrough. Okay, first thing we're going to do is the escort mission. All right? Hey, we'll get this right. This is going to be right this time. Okay. As you can see, nobody's on the escort mission. So the numbers for the escort mission on the blue knight will be 4. He's got each one on each one. So that was correct on the first one. Blue equals 4. We'll go down here the same way we did before. Red. And I don't think there's no issue with these ones. Red isn't the problem. Red's got a 1 knight, which means he'll put some on each one. And that number there is also a 4. So red will equal a 4. Okay, then we're coming down here to green, which we had the problem with last time. First we gave him a 6. We corrected it with a 2. And that is correct. It should be a 2. Because green has got a 1 knight on there. His biggest number, his main number on the left, will be on his excavation mission. And his little number will be on the escort mission. So green comes over here. His little number is on the escort mission. Now, this is where the mistake came through. We came down here to yellow. Yellow's got both players here. That means all numbers will go on this mission. And yellow will have 0 numbers on this mission. Now let's add this up correctly. It only comes to a 8, 9, 10. The number we needed here was a 13. That meant that like I said earlier, the mission failed. All right, do you see what I'm doing here now? The 2 knights contributed nothing to this, and in our other calculations, we're giving him 8 on each one. 8 for the escort mission, and he should have got 0. So the true number, the true way that should figure out is a 10 for fail. I'm going to go ahead and take back some monies. But the other missions, I think, were done correctly. So let's go ahead and stop it here. I'll make my corrections, and we'll be back. But that right there, this formula here was the correct way. You just see me do it. It was the correct way. We'll be back. Hey. We are back. You can see the nice little penalty I just collected from everybody. They're 4 coins. And we'll even go back on over here to the card. And on the right side of the sword is a penalty. So the 2 least valorous players lose 2 victory points. That's what that means. And I just took back their coins. Now they did get. I didn't take back their 1 coin or their 2 coins, or rather just their 1 coin for participating in the mission. And we'll go over that relic phase too to make sure that's all right. But Took everybody's coins back. They did not win. And as a matter of fact, we're going back here to resolving escort missions penalty. If the escort mission fails, the 1 or 2 players listed on the card who contributed the least valorous night suffered a penalty delisted. So, it has, I guess, nobody really participated in the mission except for 1, least valorous knights. I guess that would be between blue, red, and green. Blue 4, red 4, green 2. Yep. So green, you lose. Oh, he loses 1 victory point. You can see it right there. So okay, let's adjust this better then. Okay, that hurt. Now, as far as the we get these coinage back here, back in the bank. All right. Let's make sure we did an excavation one right, just to go over everything. All right, the excavation mission, EXC. All right, the excavation mission needed a 14. The 2 numbers here will be an 8 for yellow. Yep. Green. Hold on, let's make sure I mark this down. Yellow equals 8. Green equals 2. Blue 4. And red 4. That is correct. Alright, so that'd be 8, 9, yeah. And as we did over here for the excavation, 8 for yellow, 4, 4. Yeah, we gave green 6 though. Why would we give green 6 for that excavation mission? Yeah, he should only. Well, yeah, that's right. I'm wrong. Green's number should have been a 6. His higher number on the one he's on. This could be confusing, as you can see. So, okay, his number should be 6 because he's on the excavation, which means bigger number here, 6. Lower number there, 2. Okay. Green on the escort mission was 2. On this one is 6, so that one doesn't need to be changed. And we already went through the valor rule and awarded the House of Mary to yellow. Okay, we're up to date. We're going to markets. Markets. Initiative player. It went up. Nobody could sell any goods. Then we went to events. We got all that taken care of. Oh, we're going on to load transports now. Okay. Load transports after all the fog's been cleared, but right now we're up to date and everything has been done correctly. I hope you followed through and you've seen where I made the corrections. We'll be right back.